Hi, Sharks. My name is Liv Bowser, and I'm from Los Angeles, California. I'm seeking $200,000 in exchange for 10% of my company, Liberate. Sharks, are you ready for the best workout of your life? Well, today, I'm going to have you working out muscles you forgot existed. Just 1 second, let me get my equipment out. Perfect. Oh, did you think we were working on our physical fitness today? No, Sharks. Today, we're working out our mental muscles. Liberate is the first mental fitness studio. Our method blends mindful movement with journaling, conversation, and meditation for a dynamic workout for your mind. Our classes and courses empower individuals and teams to build skills like courage, gratitude, and resilience to strengthen collective well-being. Sharks, it doesn't take heavy lifting to know that we're onto something here. So who wants to put your money where your mind is and join our mental fitness movement?
So, Liv, are you starting?
All right. So are we talking about like an app here or whatever? I don't in person? I'm not sure. I'm really curious. Love the last name, by the way. Huge Mario fan. And so yeah, I think that the mental aspect is so important. But we've had games like this. I mean Sudoku and things like that. So if it's if we're talking about like from a mental game standpoint, stuff like that exists. But if we're talking about like journaling, well, then that's a thing as well that I think is severely underrated. I mean, I have my journal right here that I don't do it every day, but I do it a couple times a month to help just unload like things in my mind. So I very much on board with that. But yeah, so we'll I'm interested to see what she's offering there for $200,000 for 10%. And I'm interested to see what comment we're going to feature at the end of this video, as well as check out her website and everything else that she has going on at the end of this video.
Cult or something?
No, not in
How the
any
hell do
way.
I make money with any of this crap?
Do I go somewhere and live? Is like a
You have a
spin
studio,
studio?
meaning you
We
have a
launched
physical studio.
online classes hosted over Zoom in May 2020.
So, Liv, were these instructor-led classes?
Yes, so it's myself as a class leader, and we have 4 other incredible class leaders with different
Right, but
wellness
how many
backgrounds.
people would log in?
20 on average per class.
Okay, and what do you charge?
So a subscription for our on-demand library is $19 a month, and the subscription model for all access, which includes our courses, our live classes, and the on-demand, is $49 a month.
And how many subscribers do you have?
So I want to open up the picture a little bit because the main source of our revenue is our B2B model. In 2021, we realized businesses and teams need a lot of help too. Teams are really disconnected, they're remote, they're struggling to connect on a human level. So 65% of our business now is through our corporate partnerships.
Let me ask, what's your total sales?
Total sales is $50,000 lifetime.
Ooh.
That's not a lot, Liv.
I don't think anybody here is going to challenge your premise. I'm on board 100%. What I'm struggling with, how is this business worth $2 million today?
Yeah. Our margins are over 90%. We have 178% quarter-over-quarter growth rate. We're 10xing the business in the first year, and we've built a highly scalable system, team, and curriculum.
You only have 50,000 in sales.
Lifetime.
So far, we're just
Well,
getting
how about this year?
All
I
right,
love the
yes, the optimism, the positivity is strong with you, Liv. I can appreciate that. Throwing in the 10X there. If you haven't watched my 10X series with Grant Cardone on Undercover Billionaire Season 2, go to the channel homepage and find the playlist. Scroll down a little bit and find that. It's a great series. I started it with a friend of mine, Tim Gillette, and I'm finishing it out on my own. Just launched episode 9 earlier today, actually. So, I'm. Man, that is tough. I get that you're growing, but when you talk about a team, I mean, is that team? Are you giving equity? Are they volunteering? How are you affording these salaries and things when you talk about a team, or is it all just maybe virtual assistants? Which is, there's nothing wrong with that, but it definitely, puts a bit of a damper on the parade here.
Optimism, but boy, is that ever
last
small.
month? How much did you do
We
last
did
month?
$7,500 last month, and we're projecting doing $8,500 this month, and we have a $6,900 deal with a corporate partner that's closing this month.
You're not getting scale, Liv. Like,
Yeah, that's the
seriously, like, I
challenge.
love.
Yeah, but the thing is she's putting the systems in place to scale it, right? If she can get in front of those corporate opportunities, it can scale really, really fast. And because it's all online, it does make it very an exciting deal. Now at $2 million, I feel like that's more of a Silicon Valley kind of valuation there, more than a Sharks valuation. I mean, if she winds up getting a deal, I would venture to think that it may be like for a third for $200,000, maybe even 50%, and like let's grow it together kind of thing.
I love everything about what you're doing, but there are big companies doing similar stuff, and they're charging us $50,000, $100,000. So why aren't you getting that scale? Is it because you don't understand the B2B market, or the consumer market isn't working for you? Why isn't there more?
Our corporate program is only 6 months old, and we also would like to use the capital from a Shark investment to hire a sales manager to help really invest in scaling the B2B business.
That's still hard. I think his point, though, is pricing more than anything else.
I can raise the prices.
Yeah, and you might have to. I mean, look, I believe in mental clarity. The Dallas Mavericks have had a full-time team psychologist, because if you can't perform mentally, you can't perform physically. The challenge is, how do you scale, to Robert's point? And I learned this a long time ago. Sell at a premium. Don't sell out of desperation, right? Because selling $5,000 deals is no easier than selling $50,000 or $100,000 deals.
Yeah.
You've got to get to that point where you have enough confidence, because you're right on. You're on trend, you're on need, you're on value, but you're underpricing yourself. And because of that, it's really impossible for an investor to come in, because it's really impossible to scale with where you're at. So for those reasons, I'm out.
That hurts so much. And bounces back with a smile. I love seeing that, Liv. Ding ding for that. Not giving me an opportunity to get a frown thumbnail for the video, but yeah, no, I mean, look, if you're an entrepreneur and you listen to everything Mark just said, it is spot on, right? It is just as hard to sell. I mean, look, there's premium brands out there. She clearly has what it, has the mental capacity to put all this together and to speak confidently about what she's doing, and putting herself out there like that. So I 110%. She's probably not charging enough. And look, when it comes to corporations, there's a couple of hurdles you have to jump through, right? There's a lot of people that have to sign off on things, and that might have been shortcutted a little bit because of the illness and things of that nature, where it's like, well, we got people on Zoom and we're trying to figure things out and all that. So it's a possible trend kind of thing that she could jump on and kind of maybe just slide in a lot easier than most corporate sales cycles, is like 12 months, 18 months, sometimes 3 years to be able to get yourself through a system. I've done it a number of times in the truck parts and in the repair cycles, truck repair cycles. So it's tough. It is tough, but I'm kind of surprised that Mark didn't maybe roast Liv a little bit on the fact, and maybe it got cut because it didn't help tell the story, but having the answer be, well, we'll go hire somebody else to do that when it comes to sales, which are the lifeblood of any company, is a real easy way for a shark to be like, yeah, you got to be that person until it's too big for you to not be to it's your time becomes too valuable in the company to go and be selling. And even then, there's corporations that are going to want to talk to you rather than just somebody else. So it's one of those things. It's something to think about, and especially on the corporate sales cycles, not usually short. But in her case, because of what she's offering, if you're struggling with somewhere where she's at right now with like we're doing B2C, but we also want to do the B2B. I would suggest go over to superjoepardo.com/avatar and get my free 64-question avatar workbook. Download that for free and fill out the questions, and it can help you get into the psyche and the mindset of the person and or company that you're trying to reach. And that'll really help you dial in the marketing and dial in the verbiage of what you're trying to accomplish with them. And yeah, I would look into that. But yeah, I'm not crazy about the answer, Liv. I'm really surprised Mark didn't go deeper into that. But I love the optimism, and I think that it's super scalable. So I think it can absolutely work. I mean, Mark just told you, like they have a full-time psychiatrist there at the or psychiatrist at for the Mavs. So it's a thing. And not that that's what you're offering, but the mindset is there. The mindset shift has been made in the last 5 to 10 years.
Well, I'd like to talk to another point of how we can scale.
Let me just pick up on that, because I
Not
think...
if you're following a similar trend, though.
Well, you're very early
I love that.
in your journey.
It's a good time to join.
It is a good time to join. It's not a good time to join at a $2 million valuation. I love what you're doing.
We are going to be the soul cycle of mindfulness. We're licensing out our curriculum. We have 100 variations of proprietary curriculum that can be licensed out to every fitness and studio, every fitness instructor.
Maybe, but you haven't done any of those things today to show me a tangible return.
It's an early stage business, but the idea
it's not a
is
$2 million business, Liv.
So I'm open-minded. I'm so flexible. It is unbelievably important to me to partner with a shark. That is my goal. I am so hard working and driven. I can't leave this carpet without a deal. It's my purpose on earth is to build Liberate. I would love to have your support on that journey.
I just think you need to go through a journey to learn more before I can come with you. I'm out.
That's tough. Yeah, Robert would have been a really great partner for something like this on the corporate end. It's what stands out to me though is Liv saying that she's designed all these different courses and things. That sounds like a lot. Like a lot that has been created before you've gone and sold anything. Like normally, so in like the I don't know how to say, like in the coaching space, in the quote unquote guru space, and the mentoring space, generally speaking, what you would want to do is go and sell the idea first before you go and make a course. I mean, if you've gone and made literally like 100 courses and haven't gone to sell any of them yet, it's a little hard to like know how to pivot and work with it. So to make it fit for what's actually going to sell versus just like, I've made 100 of them, maybe 10 of them are actual sellers and like 4 of them are the top sellers, right? So it's like, wow, that that's a lot of misses to get there. So generally speaking, you find out what they want, then you go and you build it, and then you have a working model that you can replicate. And if somebody comes along, it's like, oh, I really wish I had this. Now you go and you get something built for them, or you tweak what you have to work for them. That's what I've done since starting my coaching business back in 2014.
Well, my thought is that I love what you're doing.
Thank you.
We all know that the mind is the largest muscle on the body, and as soon as that thing expands, it never shrinks, it never goes back. But you haven't figured it out yet. A little too early. I love what you're doing, but I'm out.
Thank you.
Kevin?
Lori.
Liv.
Lori.
Listen.
Lori,
Listen.
Lori, 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 Lori.
I've been supporting women. Mindfulness, you meditate every day. You have a wellness portfolio that's ripe and perfect for
You're right,
Liberate.
and you know you've done your homework. You're wonderful. You have energy and you have grit.
Any deal on the planet. I
know you are. I know you are. Right now, you are at a stage where you're figuring out what you're doing.
This is where you invest in the entrepreneur, and then the idea grows like a tree. And
You don't have it realized fully enough yet for me, and for that reason, I'm out.
Thank you, Lori.
Again with the smiles. I love it, Liv, and it's going to be really tough to find my thumbnail here. Look, I'm sure there's a lot that's been cut out to get to this spot in the, to where we are, and it's a shame they don't see the vision. I mean, maybe because they're not getting past the $2 million valuation, which, hey, if you watch this channel, you know, not just that long ago, I did a video where Mark said, oh, don't listen to Kevin on valuation. Valuation doesn't matter. You can grow past it. Some people can see past the valuation. Well, cool. But here we are, I don't know, 8 seasons later, and nobody wants to see past the valuation or offer, like I said, I feel like there's a need there. There's an opportunity there, and somebody should speak up and be like, all right, let's go get the build this plane together, and get it off the ground.
Royalties?
Oh my God. Oh no.
Wow.
Good for you, Liv. Good for you.
This idea is without merit. It's going to zero. You'll never make any money.
Oh, God.
You will never get an investor. Take it behind the barn and shoot it and do something else.
You are a disgusting human.
Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah, I agree with Lori. What the heck was that? That's terrible. She literally has gotten more sales month over month, and will likely continue to grow it, especially after being on Shark Tank. I feel like this did not do. I don't know. Maybe the pitch just wasn't strong enough to like really work through the benefits of, like, okay, we're getting the yoga mat and all that, but either something was cut out or I don't know. This is terrible, and that was really bad on Kevin's part. That's not cool, man.
Kevin,
Good luck, Liv. Congratulations.
Good luck, Liv.
You have to go now.
do I leave?
Yeah, that way.
Thank you. I went in believing in what I was doing in my valuation, and I think I could have valued it lower to get a shark on board, but honestly, I think it's going to be $1 billion company, so I'm happy I stuck to my guns and no sense in regrets.
All right, let's check out Liv's website here and see what they got going on. They got 2 subscribe pop-ups. The Fitness Studio for Your Mind. Programs and classes designed to help teams and individuals decrease stress and increase joy. As seen on NBC News, Business Insider, Shape, Forbes, The Cut, NASDAQ, the Washington Post, Health, and 5. With all that, now I wonder how much that has come from prior to her getting to Shark Tank. Because I feel like that's an awful lot of exposure to be at $50,000 in sales with something like that. So average employees 50% average of 50% employee participation, support, team well-being, engagement, and morale. Is 50% a lot? I feel like that's not. Like, I feel like that. No, I guess if you're being honest about the average, that's pretty good. But if you're marketing it probably should be like more like 80-90% engagement, or something to that effect. So you got some testimonials, faces, by the way, faces right there. Love seeing the faces. Tone Your Mind. Subscribe for free. Receive free classes, wellness tips, and community support. Ease into mindfulness. Try for free. It's loved by Google, Uber, General Electric, LinkedIn, and Whoop. I mean, at this case, if she's landed these clients for on any kind of scale, she's already should be the $2 million valuation is well in the rearview mirror at this point, Liv. So, but I think for me, the thing I'm trying to understand is let's see, building your mental muscles. Oh no, so okay. So come on in. So you got core well-being, self-guided programs, build skills and achieve. I guess it doesn't really explain enough of like what it is. So you can book a demo. I mean, it's a great looking website. I just feel like there's even more companies here. So she's clearly getting people on board. Access to 100+ on-demand classes and programs. Liberate app. She has an app. So I feel so if the app isn't new, then there's definitely some of the story missing here from Shark Tank. It just seems like it's, I don't know, something does seem like it's missing. Here's leading by example. There's some of their team members. I guess like where's like the example of a class? Like is there like where's the spot where like here's a video of somebody taking the class, right? That's kind of what I want to see. Liv, I would love to have you reach out and let's have a conversation, and I'd love to interview you and talk about your Shark Tank experience and what you've been doing since. 14,000 Instagram followers. That's awesome to see. Lots and lots of engagement. Love the seeing faces, because when you see faces, you see more engagement as a whole, which is awesome. So please reach out down in the comments below. Kind of like Ty over here. I really watch these every day. Keep up the great content. Thank you so much, Ty. I really appreciate you watching and commenting, and I appreciate you watching right now, and I will see you in one of these two videos over here. Take care.